What's up, y'all? Steve Coyne here. I want to welcome y'all to the All In Real Estate YouTube channel. Guys, we're extremely pumped. We're ready to show you all how much of a low barrier to entry there is in this game. Guys, zero fear out here, y'all. We're here to help you navigate through all the bumps in the road. We want you guys 30 steps ahead, not 30 steps behind. We're going to get into all the nooks and crannies. Let's say that, yeah, all the nooks and crannies of this game. Guys, we want to be the next Netflix of the real estate game. Did I say that? Yes.
Say what?
Guys, I promise you, you guys are going to see some, you guys are going to have some really great takeaways on subject to Airbnbs, how to get these deals with zero money down. Yes, I said zero money down. Commercial deals, flips, how to navigate through your first deals without losing your ass. Guys, we're here once again to hopefully change this game. Guys, look, we're not gonna be out here trying to be like every one of these gurus out here and try to show you every single one of the wins, because guys, you know as well as I do, that's all bullshit. We're gonna be out here showing you the wins and the losses. Guys, look, like Charles always says, if winning was easy, losers would do it. Charles, shameless plug. Guys, go check out his book. Andrew McDavid, Charles Rashid, and myself once again want to welcome you all to this channel. If you guys need anything, hit us up in the comments. Once again, smash that like button. Crush that thing. Guys, we'll see you soon. Check out this next video. It's day one in the life of a real estate investor. I hope you guys get a ton of takeaways from this. I think you will. You guys need anything, hit us up. And we'll see you soon. If you want to win, you got to be all in, y'all. Peace. What's up, y'all? Guys, I'm heading to a house right now that we just got at the auction. Guys, I am extremely puked right now. This house is worth about $300,000 that we just got. The house went up at 10 o'clock this morning. It went up for $114. And let me preface something here. Most of the time, these auctions, we got these things on lock. Most of the time, hardly anybody ever shows up at these auctions. Well, unfortunately today, we had a younger couple show up and they bid us up. They bid it up, man. And us not wanting to lose, we got this thing at 190. Now, at 190, this thing's still a deal. But imagine if those two people didn't show up today, that young couple. Man, we would have straight killed it over here. I'm talking, even if we probably rehab this house and probably put 30 grand in this deal, man, we still at 114 would have made, I mean, at least 100 grand easy. But that's how the cookie crumbles. You know, it's real estate game's a motherfucker sometimes. And I'm about to go in here and find out exactly what we got for 190. You know, hopefully I go in here and I don't see any structural issues, because, guys, let me tell you something. Especially here in West Virginia, that's where most of these young real estate investors, young flippers, lose their ass. Is because they have zero clue of what to check when it comes to structural. And it ends up eating up their budget, ends up basically putting them out of business before they even started. Well, guys, hopefully I don't go in this house and see any structural. We'll see. We'll see. Guys, I'll see you here in a sec. All right. Well, I don't know where I'm at here, man. I am struggling. This GPS has got me twisted. No, it's just bizarre. Nice area, but I can't find the damn road. Oh, I think I see it. I see the money maker. I see it, baby. Hell of a driveway, though. This is what we call an Andrew McDavid special. This driveway here, he can barely drive on flat land, but this driveway, it's not terrible. At least it's paved. A-frame. I mean, it's a little steep. Could lose these leaves. It's making a little slick to get up here. But man, nice setting. Let me get out and deal with this thing. Man, overall first impression though, this thing looks killer. Nice fenced in yard. Log, A-frame. Nice wraparound deck. Man. You know, it's a little secluded. It's up here by itself. Oh man, look at that wind right there. If somebody buys this house, somebody's got a man cave. That's a decent sized little shed. All units look pretty good out here. Newer Ameristar, a good one. It looks pretty rough, but man, so far. Oh man, I'm getting excited. Andrew, man, hopefully he did well here. Hopefully I don't go in here and find any structural. Doesn't look terrible, but I guess I'm gonna have to drill out one of these locks, figure out the next step. Oh, lockbox. Guys, real quick, let me show you something. Now, as we well know, lock boxes and locks are only for honest men. So these things right here, man, if you got a flat bar, they'll break right open. All right, guys, I'm back. The life of a real estate investor. His phone dies in the midst of filming. Well, guys, fortunately for me, Andrew didn't realize that this door was open, which saved me a ton of time. But guys, I'm gonna show you something here. I'm gonna show you how simple this is to break one of these open. So you don't have to like drill out a lock or anything. I know you're eventually gonna change out locks, but if you're trying to get in the house that you just bought, this is a real simple way of getting in to these lock boxes. Most lock boxes are going to be easy access. They're going to come right open. If you catch the top, that's simple. Keys in hand. Hopefully I can lock this thing up, no problems, with the deadbolt. But guys, we got a win here. I'm going to have to check the structural here in a minute. Check this back wall. And I'm going to look for some water intrusion. But I'm gonna walk through this house real quick. It looks like I smell a little bit of dog urine in here. It may be from what's left on this carpet. I would say that's the issue. But man, so far good bones. Looks like this place has been locked up for a minute.
You can see the mold spores on the ceiling, which we'll have to make sure that we're probably gonna have to cut all this drywall out. Sometimes if it's not embedded and it's just on the surface, get it tested first and consult a good mold expert. Find one in your area and they can let you know exactly what you need to do. Sometimes they get a good mold blocker, but if it's embedded in this drywall, you're gonna have to pull the drywall down. Now it looks like they had some water issues in here. Now I'm about to get a flashlight, looks like, to go in here. But looks like they were smart enough when they built this that they used metal furring strips, which helps with any type of mold or rot issues if they have any moisture coming off that block. But it looks like they painted the block to kind of keep some of the moisture out. Decent shower. Looks like we got some drywall work to do. Of course, what we'll have to do is make sure that we're gonna have to make sure that all this plumbing is good. Looks like we got some warping going on right here. I would say all this surface mold and this warping is caused from this house just sitting here, because with so much wood in this house, man, everything's gonna be moving and fluctuating. Ooh, man, Andrew, I don't have to give you shit on this one, buddy. Great job. Look at these ceilings. Cool loft. That's gonna be a motherfucker getting some furniture up those steps. But guys, look at this. It's not terrible. You know, it's a country style. Oh, somebody left us a washer and dryer. Man, if this is good, I'm gonna take one of these to the Airbnbs. Guys, right here, this is always a win. If these things work, never give them away, especially if you got rentals or Airbnbs. Looks like they got the access off up there, but so far so good on the ceilings up here. I don't see really any leaks. Obviously they took all the appliances, which are gonna cost us probably around $3,000. But man, look at this view. Oh, this is killer. I think this is a 3-2. No, it's a 3-3. Decent bedroom. Ceilings are cool. Like I said, this is more of a country feel, but man, somebody's going to lock this thing up. I got some damage on some doors. It looks like we're going to have to replace a couple doors. Looks like they just recently tried to replace these. Not bad doors. We got some drywall work to be done. Some more drywall work here. Doors are shutting okay. Door looks good. I'm not a big fan of these mirrored sliders, but man, we're gonna throw this thing up and see what it will do. It won't take much to get this thing back up and running. This is another thing I don't like. Here, we'll probably have to build this in, but as you can see, this has come loose up here. We're gonna have to fix that. Bathroom's not terrible. You know, it's got that bone colored shower. Faucet sets, it's got the brass. Most of the time you can find trim kits for these shower kits. Just find out if it's a Moen or what type of brand, and most of the time you can find them on Amazon. This here, we could probably leave this, clean it up, maybe throw up a new mirror in here, maybe a new light. Got a pantry here. The door's okay here. Yeah, door's fine. Guys, let's go upstairs here. Now, this thing right here, trying to get furniture up here is gonna be fun, but this would be a killer bedroom. It's basically the master. Once again, some cool ceilings. Looks like somebody may be squatting here. Probably why that door's open downstairs. So far, I'm running anybody. We'll see what they're drinking. What is this? Black cherry rum. Mix it with the energy drink. Guys, look, this is bizarre. So it's a split jam, but they have a lock from the outside on this bathroom. Which, why did they get a lock on the outside? That's bizarre. They may have had guns in here at one time, but look, you got a decent closet in here. I'm not a fan of the HVAC system being in this closet. You know, if I would have built this home, I would have probably maybe built a wall here, but you really don't have any access to the unit by doing so. Well, I know that they're wanting to keep the ceiling, but I probably would have ran a drop across just so you would get this out of the way and maybe box this in, put a small access door here. I mean, you still would have had enough room to do so. But it's a nice size closet. I'm just still trying to figure out why they got this lock on here. But I would say they probably had guns up here in the closet and they didn't want the kids getting to them. This floor is definitely going to have to be redone. It looked like they went to put tile down, but this is just rolled vinyl. Shower's not terrible. Once again, brass fixtures. But, you know, ceilings are cool. This house is a win. I mean, you know, we're 190 on this home. I think with this lot out here, I think we're easy 300. We might be able to get 310 out of this thing, but as you can see, look how big that lot is. I'm going to take you guys out there in a minute, but man, that thing is completely fenced in. If you had a dog, fuck, man, you guys are winning. Look at that pool. Now, I'm not sure if it's an above ground. I would say so. We'll go out there and check that out. Now, not real sure, you know, unfortunately, when you buy a house like this at auction, you don't know if those pumps are going to be, you know, any good for the pool. But most of the time, we're really not too concerned about the pool, you know, unless it's a lose-lose for the buyer. Then maybe we'll look into it. Just depends on if it's worth it to us or not. Return on investment sometimes may not be even worth it. Let's go out here and check this out. Got a nice deck out here. Deck wraps all the way around. What's nice about these log homes, if you treat them, man, they will last forever. We got some issues here. We got some boards that are warping up, but that's an easy fix. Power wash this thing, paint it, be good to go. The missing some spindles. As you guys know, code is 3.5 on these spindles, and plus, look, you've got a little bit of a space down here that most home inspectors would freak on. Now, I need to check the height on these handrails. Are pretty short. Might be a couple inches too short. But overall, this thing is killer. Now I have to do something here. I don't know what they got. Oh, it looks like they just replaced the downspout. That roof's 3-tab. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. I'm not a huge 3-tab fan. You know, those things are about 15, 20 years. Those granules don't last very long on 3-tab roofing. Mainly, I'll go with architectural. Try to stay away from metal. Metal's not terrible, but you know, here in West Virginia, you get a heavy snow, these gutters are ripping off. I don't care what type of snow guard or snow brake you put on that metal, it's tearing them off, I'm telling you. Roof doesn't look terrible. Everything looks pretty good, man. Front door, just repaint it. Probably get some new weather stripping. Looks like we got some damage down at the bottom. Let's go out here and check out this pool. I like how they got the pool kind of sitting up on the hill, but let's check this out. Let's see if this thing is it above ground? Well, no, it looks like they got I'm thinking what this is they brought this in. This is actually an in-ground fiberglass. Man, they've got a lock on this. What's up, kitty? Guys, look, this is killer, man. Imagine being out here in the summertime. Nice, entertaining area and all this grass. Super nice. Let's go over here and look at this filter. Guys, like I said, it's extremely important to look when you're coming in these homes. You know, most places like South Carolina, where it's flat, you really don't need to worry about the structural. But always check for any type of structural. Even in South Carolina, you're gonna have issues with slabs dropping. Guys, look, the filter and stuff here, looks like this pool might even be heated. It is. It's a heated pool. What's up, kitty? What you doing, kitty? You looking rough. Looking rough. Say hi to the world, kitty. But guys, this thing, if this works, that's a huge plus. Knowing that this thing is, you know, heated and look at this cat, buddy. You're in rough shape. I think I'm gonna have to get somebody up here to get you. You need adopted? I think I got the perfect person for you. I'm gonna take care of you, buddy. It looks like you got an infection in your eye too. Poor thing. Oh, buddy. But guys, this lot is killer. Oh man. I'm telling you, this, when I walk up on houses like this, I get extremely excited, because if it's something I feel that I would want to live in a heartbeat, it makes it even worth, it makes it worth more to me as well, because I know this thing's gonna sell quick. Straighten up some of this trash here in the yard. Should be good. Kitty, I'm gonna get you some help. Let's go check out this building. Oh, nice. I don't know if I'll be able to get into this thing, but definitely may have to drill this thing out. Yeah. Looks like it was made well, for sure. Definitely to match the house. See if we can see in these windows. Can't see much. Got some trash out here. But guys, overall, man, this thing is killer. Win-win here. Let's check out this unit. Let's find the age of this unit. See if we can find the serial number on this unit. So this unit is, I don't know if you all can see that or not, but it's an 08. The first two numbers are 08. Those first two right here. So that's an 08 unit. Let's see what this unit is here. (2015) right here. So this unit's about 6 years old, 7 years old. That unit probably still works. I would suggest though, on both these units, get them PM'd. Check out, get the coils cleaned on both of them. Check them both out. Check the pressures in them. Make sure they're all good. Check out your furnace, the filter on the inside. Should be good. Guys, let's check his structural. All right, guys, real quick, let me show you what you need to use to check most structural on your homes. Number one, this is a 3-way laser. And then you need a tape measure to check these walls. And here in a second, I'm going to show you what you need to do to check these walls. It's extremely simple, and it will save your life 100%. Let's go in here and check this thing out. All right, guys, let's check this structural. Guys, if you got this laser level set up, you got to wait for it to stop flashing, because when it's not level, the thing's it's gonna go on and off. Now, wait till it stops. You can see it's leveled. Take your tape measure. You're gonna come down to the bottom. You're gonna run it clear to the wall. Make sure your tape is touching the wall. As you can see, it's about a little over 7.5. No, it's about 7.5. So as you come up the wall 4 foot, find your laser, let it hit. You're at about 7.25. So that's good. You're about 1/4 of an inch out. Anything over a 1/2 inch, they're gonna call for either a tieback or a retrofit. Now, a tieback is a piece of C-channel steel that they bore a hole out in the wall, and they'll run the steel clear down to the footing, and they'll bust a small hole in the concrete here to run it straight down to the footing, and then they'll add some rebar into the footing in front of that C-channel to keep that thing from moving. Most of the time, they will not block it in. I never suggest that. Some engineers do. I'm against it. Some engineers agree with me, because once you tie that tie back in, it's against the wall, and you tie it to the floor system, and you put a piece of L, and what it's gonna do, it's gonna push the whole house if it starts moving again. At least if it starts moving, the floor system's gonna stay in place, and you're not gonna push that front wall out. But most of the time, like I say, y'all, if you're about a 1/2 inch out at 4 foot, even up towards the top, most engineers are gonna call for structural to be done. Now, you never wanna measure on your corners, because your corners are always gonna be level. They're always gonna be straight. You're never really gonna have any issues. You always at least wanna come out starting around 4 to 5 foot to start measuring to see if your wall's bowing. You'll also notice some step cracking from the corner. But, you know, these corners are pretty tight. There's really there's no vertical or horizontal cracking. Most of the time, when the wall's pushing towards the center of the wall, you're gonna get like a horizontal crack. This thing is good. No horizontal cracks here. Now I'm about to go in and check the other room. But guys, this little laser level right here and this $10 tape measure is gonna save your life. Guys, once again, always consult an engineer when you're doing these, but this right here will save you time and money up front, because it's gonna help you make a decision on your buy and on your budget. Guys, don't lose. Get you a laser level. Guys, let's go through the house and let's go check this other side. The structural, I think it's pretty good on the side. It's close, but it's good. I'm still gonna get a structural engineer to come up here. Shit, that dog piss is getting to me. Still gonna get a structural engineer to come up here and double check me, because guys, I want to make sure that I'm covered in all aspects. Because a real quick tip, if you guys are not getting a report done on your project, you're setting yourself up for failure, in my opinion. Because some of these inspectors that are out here now, damn, it's getting me. No offense to all of them, or to any of them, I must say. But some of you guys are open book testers. And if you don't tell the buyer to refer to a structural engineer, and you try to make the decision on your own without being a structural engineer, most of the time these guys are going to kill the deals. Always get a structural engineering report. Always make sure that you can find a way to set it up to where nobody can tell you any different. And if it's wrong, fix it. It's that simple. But guys, this is a win-win here. Now, what I got to do now is set up a budget, walk through the house, make sure that my numbers are good before we start this thing. We'll go over at the office, run through the rehab evaluator, and make sure we're all kosher, and really try to find the best route to take. Either we totally flip this thing, or we just throw it up, get it cleaned up, fix some of the drywall, maybe throw some appliances, some countertops in here, cut the grass, throw it up as an equities deal, and get the thing sold quick. Guys, we have several options here. Several. So, on to the next one. Going here to check on some structural today, y'all. Man, these guys are getting after it. Guys, this house, we just closed this thing a couple weeks ago, and it had about $40,000 in structural on it. Pretty rough. I'm gonna show you guys in a minute what's going on with this situation. Guys, as you can see, they're gonna have to do a full dig out on this whole house from front to back. The whole front wall on the inside is gonna have to be rebuilt. I think the side wall is gonna have to be rebuilt. They're gonna go all the way around. They started to bust up the concrete right now. This structure is pretty extensive on this home. I'm gonna take you guys around here so you can see the basement. You might not be able to hear me with all this jacking that's going on, but that's the way I like it, baby. Work. Get it done. Guys, if you got a house to sell, if you want to invest with us, give us a shout. So as you guys can see, we got to do an internal drain all the way around. We're taking a full perimeter. This wall here is going to have to be completely rebuilt. I think we're doing some tiebacks on this wall here. This wall over here, as you can see, it's pulling away, pulled completely out of the block. They're going to have to completely rebuild this wall here as well. Guys, we also had a couple other issues up here. We've got a sinking slab. It's coming around the front here. Normally it's caused by water coming out of the slab. So once they get this all dug out up in this area here, it'll take the water and take it around the house and pull it out and start the slab. But guys, this is a recent house that we just bought. We just pulled all the countertops off. The kitchen already in really good shape. We may change this flooring out. It's a little dated, but we got some black granite coming for the countertops. Super nice appliances she left with the house. You got the half bath here. We got the entryway. Now, she also redid this bathroom up here as well. It's not completely outdated. It's not terrible. But we are going to add some granite to this area here. Maybe a new mirror. Lighting's pretty good. Shower's in really good shape. I mean, it's not really color tile style I go with, but, you know, sometimes, guys, you guys can't get too attached to the design. As long as the design is good and people are going to be good with it, man, I'd leave it as is. Unless it's going to bring you more money on your investment, I wouldn't touch it. But in here, we're probably going to do new doors throughout the whole house. We got vinyl clip going through the house. Man, they're getting after it. Guys, we gotta fix this deck out here as well. We gotta get this thing structurally sound. As you can see, it's missing the handrail. I don't think this will pass inspection. But we got this set up as well. Guys, this comes with 4 lots. This garage is killer, man. I mean, anybody that buys this house, you could end up making this a loft up here. Turn it into a loft, Airbnb it. I mean, look, you could end up making some passive income off that and help you pay for part of your house payment. But the lot comes down here as well. It's, like I said, it's 4 lots. It goes clear down the street. You could literally, over here where it's unincorporated, there's really not a ton of setbacks. So you could take these trees out if you wanted to and build some townhomes right here, which I, you know, had thought about doing. And I may even bring that up again. But it's a super nice lot. You got a nice parking spot back here. You can park several cars back here as well. You got parking out front. You got a garage down there as well. You know, you couldn't park a truck in that garage, but you can park a small car. Guys, I'm gonna get down here and see what these guys are up to, man. And you guys are getting after it.
Yeah.
I like it, man. So we're going to be done in what, about 10, 20 minutes with this?
Man.
What do you think, man?
Yeah, it won't take long.
Yeah.
I'll do Jackie here.
Are you guys good? You need anything?
I think we're good.
So, man, so we're rebuilding this wall and this wall, right?
Right.
And then tie back and just doing tie backs on this wall here.
Yeah. Right, Jeremy?
Yeah, 5 of them.
Yeah,
Rebuild
which, man,
both
I'm
of these
surprised
walls
he
and
didn't.
tie-backs.
I'm surprised he didn't call for a rebuild on that without shearing like that. But well, where you guys are digging it out too, that's gonna help. So I'm sure once you guys dig it out, he's probably gonna want you guys to put the tie backs on there, right? After you dig it out. Yeah.
And there was a rubber wall.
Yeah.
Shit, pretty heavy shit.
Man, I mean that's a heavy shear. What do you think that is? How many inches is that?
It's close to 1.5.
That's brutal, man. But you know, I guess once you dig that out, if you put those tie backs in, man, you'd probably be able to might be able to pull that in a little bit.
Yeah. How many, Jeremy, are on this? 5?
5. See where everything's been marked for the old columns?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
pretty much where they're going to be, then 2 foot off that corner.
gotcha. Yeah, this thing is fucked up, man.
Just a little.
For just a little. What'd you guys do with all that composite? Did you throw it out
The what?
on that back deck? Did you throw the composite out
Yeah.
on that? Did you? Shit. Well, that's my fault, man. I should have told you guys to keep that, but it is what it is. It needs it's gonna need rebuild anyway.
Yeah.
It's all good. You guys good though? You guys need anything?
I think we got her.
All right, fellas.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You guys have a good day.
All right, you too, man.
Well, I mean, man, it'll be fine. It's not a huge deal. I wouldn't stress on it. With your top prong, your ground prong broke off, man, I wouldn't stress on it. We'll get it out. That should still work though. Just pull that other one out. Put it in there in the bottom. But yeah, man, I would say every 20 minutes you're probably gonna have to change it.
Okay.
You know, because it's just, especially if keep one on, you might last longer too, man. If you just got one on one outlet by itself, it'll keep it from popping.
Still ain't one? I checked all breakers.
It burn up your.
I mean, what's going on here? In my mind, we should have this porch jackhammered up.
For real? In your mind?
I mean, in my
Well, hell, bud, get up here and start fucking jacking then. I don't know what to tell you.
So is the? Did you guys burn the? Did you guys burn the cord up?
I would say that's what's going on.
You probably burnt the cord up.
Well, fuck, try this one again. The hell that worked in the first place.
Oh, these guys are struggling. They keep blowing breakers. Guys, just a quick tip on that as well. If you're using 2 jackhammers at one time, don't plug them in the same outlet. You're only gonna overheat the outlet and you're gonna keep blowing breakers. Separate your jacks, and a real quick tip, don't break your ground off in the outlet. That might help as well. Man, that doctor is keeping up that front really good. Guys, I just pulled into my commercial properties over here, another part of town we've had for a minute. I'm coming over here to check on some things. Man, look at that car, man. What a nightmare. We gotta get that thing out of the parking lot. It's making this parking lot look terrible. Look, somebody's been busting out the windows. This wasn't like his last week. Looks like somebody's trying to maybe steal shit out of the car. And look at this. See, this is what I gotta deal with. I've got a tenant that thinks that this is his property, and he's just like turning it into an absolute shithole. I'll have to talk to him about that. Over here checking on these apartments. Yeah, there we go. We had a washer and dryer sitting out here from our last tenant. I guess they got a new washer and dryer. So we got it changed out. It looks like I called my business partner yesterday and he took care of it. Thank you, sir. It was looking terrible every time I drove by here. Go in here and check out this unit. digital locks back on here. That's what we did with these other ones here. We ended up adding these digital locks, which makes it super nice. Man, that mold in the last house got me. Oh, wow. He actually did a really good job getting this place cleaned up. The last tenant that moved out of here destroyed these floors. We added some vinyl click in here. So hopefully, you know, we'll have more, we're gonna get more value out of this flooring and should have less maintenance in here. We're gonna eventually change all these apartments out to this vinyl click, but it turned out really good. New paint in here as well. Gotta get this heat rolling in here. Let's turn this heat off. Well, it's at 64. Probably 66 would be good. Nice and clean in here, smells good. Well, they need to clean that. Let's clean this up, get a shower curtain in here as well. Turned out super good. Make sure all these smokes are working. Well, missing a smoke in here. Duly noted. So if you missed this closet, we're going to have to make him paint this closet. Overall, looks pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a couple more smokes in here. Looks like we're missing a couple. Also thinking about turning this thing into an Airbnb as well. I think it might be a smart move, making one of these a short-term rental. Probably only have to spend maybe less than $2,000. Probably not even that on furniture. Maybe $1,500. Could too go ahead and get a bunk bed for in here. Now my mind's spinning here. Do a bunk bed, twin and a full, and then get a king or a queen for in here. May need to go ahead and change out these countertops, maybe throw some granite in here and make it a little bit nicer. Overall though, this was turned out really good. May need to paint that front door as well. Got a lot of fire, y'all. Guys, let me tell you a little quick story about this property. So we got this property, I'd say probably 5 years ago. We got it at an auction. It's probably worth around 1.4 million. We ended up getting this thing for around 750. So what we ended up getting was this whole parking lot. We got this building here, which we redid for Allstate. And we redid this building here. This building's about 2,500 square feet. This one's about 10,000 square feet. And then we've got this 4-unit. It's actually, I'm sorry, it's a 5-unit apartment. There's 2 downstairs and then 3 on the top floor. Well, the guy that owned it was this doctor that was in this place before. And unfortunately, he was a absolute and utter nightmare. This guy, he lost this whole thing. He lost it. He probably was still doing business in this thing for 2 years and not paying any payments. we came in, had him sign a lease with us, and he was same people, same results situation. Barely paying his bills. He ended up, we had a pool inside this area here. He ended up overflowing the pool because he had one of the tenants working for him for free. The guy had a heart attack, passed out, fell and hit his face, and they took him to the hospital, and the doctor forgot to turn the water off in the pool. Pretty much flooded this whole side over here on this left side. And it was an absolute disaster. He ended up calling in a restoration company to come in and fix and get the water up, which didn't even ask us first. He just went ahead and did it himself. Well, he expected us to pay for it, but he caused the problem and he signed off on it. So that restoration company ended up suing him, and obviously same deal. They never got any money out of him. Now, the fortunate thing for us is he came in and got bought out, but he is still working for this person here. And it has actually been a much better situation. Not a much better situation, 1,000% better situation. We actually get paid now. On time, every time. And the guy takes care of the property, and he's been a killer tenant. Now, unfortunately, Allstate here, they're going to have to move out here soon, because what they figured out during this whole pandemic is, we also have Roots in there. We have a hair salon. But as you can see, he's keeping his front up. Super nice. You can replace the sign for us. But back to Allstate, during this whole pandemic, they're pretty much consolidating. They're doing everything from Zoom now. Everybody's working from home. They figured out they could save money. The guy that we leased this to and built it out for, he actually has, I think, 5 different locations around the tri-state area here. And what he's doing is once all his leases are up, he will be no longer brick and mortar. He is basically working everybody from Zoom, from home, and he's going to save a ton of money that way. You know, in my opinion, I think this whole working from home stuff is absolute bullshit, because it kills culture. All right, listen, money makes the world go around, right? Your bottom line's always going to be the best thing that you can look out for. But once again, in my opinion, sometimes the bottom line is not the best thing that you need to look out for, because, you know, if you build a culture inside that brick and mortar, and you've got employees coming in every single day working with each other, and you're trying to mold everybody into this big team, in my opinion, if you don't have that same environment, and you've got somebody working at home that has more of an opportunity to slide away from what they're doing, in my opinion, it kills the culture and could ultimately kill small parts of your business. But that's just me. Hopefully it works out great for him. It seems to be. Of course, I've never really sat down and talked to him about it, but, you know, good luck to the guy. Super good dude. And unfortunately, right now, we are going to have to find another tenant for that thing soon. Well, it is now around 3 o'clock. Definitely feel like I got some shit done today. Never feel good enough about anything I do, though. I guess that's what keeps me driven. But now I'm going to have to go back to the office and hit the gym in the warehouse for a little bit. Unfortunately, I forgot all my gym clothes. So I guess I'm working out in my jeans today. Gotta get it done, right? Tis what it is. Guys, remember, when you're out here during the day and you're struggling and you're having things just ultimately kick your ass, remember, these too shall pass, y'all. Things are never as bad as you make them. Remember, all that stuff is fleeting. You're going to get past it. Always try to find the best solution for it, and can control what you can control, man. It's really that simple. Guys, I'll see you soon. I guess I'm going to have to go work my tail off right now so I'm less fat. I'll see you soon. Time to go to war, baby. What's up, y'all? I'm gonna close this thing out. It's been a long day. Guys, I'm trying to get my second workout in, and it has been a struggle, I'll be honest with you. But guys, listen, every day's a good day. Every day, no matter what's going on. I'm gonna work extremely hard on this channel so you guys can grow as real estate investors, as entrepreneurs, as humans, period. Guys, I'm still growing. I'm still pushing every single day to change my old ways. I will never be perfect, and I understand that, but I will strive to be elite, so shouldn't you. Once again, y'all, you guys have the same opportunity as everybody else around you, so don't squander it. Get out there and let them know the fuck you are, y'all. Also, too, you guys wouldn't believe it, it is almost 70 degrees 2 days after Christmas in West Virginia. Right now, it would probably normally be in the 30s or under. It's okay, though. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. If you guys listen, good night. Remember, if you want to win, you gotta be all in, y'all. Remember, they can't eat you. I'll see you tomorrow.